Hey guys, Paulo from CongaChops.com here. Welcome back to our quick tip lesson series, where we're checking out some different fills, phrases, and concepts that you can incorporate into your conga playing. Now remember that these lessons are geared towards players with a bit of experience, so if you're new to the instrument, take a second to swing by CongaChops.com and check out our Congas 101 course. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and turn on the notifications for the channel so you can know when our next lesson drops. Today we're going to follow up on last week's fast tumbao pattern on one drum. So feel free to check out that lesson first if you haven't already. Now in this lesson, I'm just going to give you a couple simple variations for incorporating a second drum to that pattern at faster tempos. So the first thing we're going to do is adapt our one drum pattern and add two open tones on the tumbadora, the low drum, on the 2 side of the clave. Let's check this out at a slow tempo first in 2/3 clave, and then we'll take a second to analyze it. And feel free to clap the clave along as you listen so you can start to understand where the accents lie. So all we did here was switch up the sticking a bit in the first bar by playing the first 2 notes with our left hand to accommodate our right hand strokes on the low drum. The second bar stayed exactly the same as our one drum fast tumbao from last week's lesson. Now, because we're playing the low drum on the 2 side of the clave, we have to make sure we're mindful of the accents that we're playing. In this case, if we were to play a single open tone on beat 4 in the first bar, instead of the and of 4 like we just did, we'll run the risk of the pattern sounding cruzado or cross with the clave. Now, for this next variation, we're simply going to play a low drum open tone on the and of 3 in the first bar. And to accommodate that, we'll again switch up the sticking from our one drum pattern and play palm tip on the and of 2 in beat 3. Let's check it out slowly. Remember that the accents I'm playing in my left hand can be played as slaps on the edge of the drum or as slaps further inside if it's more comfortable for you. The main thing to keep in mind here is that we want to use them to create accents to give the groove the right feel. So now that we have both patterns, let's work on combining them to create a 4-bar phrase. We'll play our most recent variation, the one with one low drum open tone, followed by the first one we covered in this lesson, which had 2 low drum open tones. Let's check it out. The trickiest part about playing these patterns back to back is playing palm slap as left right in the first bar like in our one drum fast tumbao, to playing palm slap on the first 2 beats of the third bar as left left. Now ultimately, getting comfortable with both stickings will really help you flow freely at faster tempos as you begin to work on some different variations. So let's work on this just a bit faster in cut time. Now it's super important for us to be very secure with the pulse as we speed this up. And we also need to be aware of which direction the clave is flowing in and how our patterns line up. Now in this lesson, we've been working on everything exclusively in 2/3 clave. So make sure you take the time to study these patterns slowly with a metronome at first and analyze the accents. As you start developing some variations of your own, As a general guideline, make sure you're keeping the accents in mind from the original one-drum fast tumbao and using it as a foundation. Now, if you wanted to play either pattern from this lesson or the full 4-bar phrase in the 3-2 direction of the clave, all we need to do is start with the second bar or the 4th bar of the phrase, which is the 3 side, and continue flowing in that direction. But for now, let's hear this 4-bar phrase in 2-3 clave at a much faster tempo over one of our exclusive Conga Chops practice loops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are just a couple of simple ways to add some variety to your tumbao when playing at faster tempos. Now make sure you take the time to work on everything slowly at first. Get comfortable with the sticking and the tones, do your best to stay relaxed and lock up with the metronome, and strive for a nice clear sound even as you speed up. Once you're comfortable playing along with a metronome, make sure you really take the time to work on these grooves over some of your favorite records or some of the loops over on Conga Chops. Really try to focus on locking up with the other instruments on the track to help you develop a great feel. If you want to know more about what we do on Conga Chops and how we can help you take your playing to the next level, come check us out at congachops.com. We're the #1 online education platform for percussionists. We've got an incredible library of step-by-step courses and lessons, over 10 hours of exclusive practice loops, and an amazing community forum where you can meet and discuss with other members, as well as get one-on-one feedback on everything you're practicing. Just click the link below to grab a free 7-day trial for access to everything on the site and see what it's all about. Now please don't forget to show your support for our channel by giving this video a like, leaving a comment down below as to what you'd like to see us cover next, and hitting subscribe so you can catch our new videos each week. I'll see you in the next lesson.